I think what's helpful for downregulating is routine and trying to implement the same things that start to indicate to your mind that it's time. It's funny, like when a child is younger and you're trying to establish rhythm when they're first born, you do a bath and then you do, a story and then you do but you do the same thing each night. That sort of starts to indicate to them in their brain, okay, we're winding down. And it's that familiarity of that routine. Once you start to sense dark, everything within your rhythms, your circadian rhythm begins to catch on, and then you begin to sort of naturally fall asleep. But what happens is when you're looking at a cell phone, all of that light is hitting what's called the pineal gland, and it's indicating to you that it's time to wake up because your brain doesn't know the difference between the light of your phone and the light of the sun. So when you're sitting there looking at it at 10 o'clock at night, even though you think you're winding down and scrolling, it really is waking you back up. So definitely turning the lights down on your phone. Also, too, just putting the phone down, which is, it's really hard. I think just saying to yourself that you are addicted to your phone and saying that, of course, you're going to want to check it and be on it and what an opportunity to put it down. And it's hard because doing what you want in the moment is so attractive, but doing what you should is not as much of a sell. But playing the long game and starting to see sleep really tied to longevity, the longevity of your nerves, the longevity of your career, the longevity of your entire motor depends on really good sleep. And I did not sleep well for a little over a decade. I slept terrible with young kids. But as soon as I was able to kind of create a little bit more ground beneath me, I felt that I became a better mother, a better friend, a better teacher, and all of that was really tied to sleep. And sleep is very tied to stress, and if your sleep is ruptured, your entire underground is in distress. And I don't think we always think about the impact that a lack of sleep is making physically. Things like getting 8 or 9 hours, things like shutting your phone down, at least ideally an hour, but a half an hour before bed. Watching caffeine intake, being super mindful with caffeine. Maybe you're someone who's sensitive to it, and just kind of knowing that you don't really want to have caffeine past 9 a.m. We'll have a cup of coffee, but I can't really go more than that or it's going to disrupt my sleep. Same thing with alcohol. A lot of people will drink after work or after school and, before going to bed, and alcohol is a huge sleep disruptor. So obviously, you want to have balance. So it's not all the time. It's maybe at least a few times a week to start getting a solid 8 or 9 hours, saying I'm going to put my phone down to start on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Your entire motor will be grateful for anything. Even just trying to get better sleep is doing something. Even just coming down off of some of the stimulation on the phone and not so much of the light. Honoring your rhythms and understanding that they need dark and they need downtime in order to have longevity. Really good ways to check in with yourself during the day and put in more moments of upliftment, because not everybody has the time to be able to do half an hour meditation in the morning and a half an hour meditation at night. Just sticking in more moments of first breathing room is a really big deal. Most of the time when we breathe, we only breathe about halfway. The depth of your lungs is pretty deep, so using the full range of your lungs, which takes at least 3 seconds on your inhale and at least 4 seconds on your exhale. So you want to sit and breathe on purpose with a strong depth to get it past that halfway point, and then it begins to send a message to all of your systems that you're in a good position. The other thing is movement, even just kind of standing up and organizing your limbs, just standing up real tall, maybe even taking a couple of stretches that you can remember, just any sort of movement. It's essentially the organization of your limbs, and the organization of your limbs is a significant portion of the questions that your brain is asking. Your brain is always asking, are we in a good relationship with space and gravity? Are we all right? And when your limbs are organized and your peripheral nervous system, which takes up so much of your brain, comes into a state of organization, and then you add in diaphragmatic breathing, it's one of the only ways that you can genuinely reassure your entire nervous system that you are really okay. The rest of it is just trying to convince yourself that you're okay.